2, aging well in your 20s. All right, so let's just go into part 2. What can I do for my 20-year-old son or daughter? And then, or hey, I'm watching this and I'm in my 20s. What can I do to look amazing and start now? Number 5, sleep. We've talked about this before in terms of aging, 7 to 8 to 9 hours. Now, in your 20s, I'm sorry, that usually goes by the wayside. A lot of the 20-year-olds are like, look, man, I'm going to go dancing all night. I'm going to have fun. Their sleep is not a really big priority, but it is important. If you care about what you're doing the next day and you want to age gracefully and you want to start early in your 20s, you need 7 to 9 hours of sleep to get rid of all the byproducts of living those 24 hours. And you need to also rest your brain, and that will translate into good general health. And it also translates into good skin and good everything. Sleep is extremely important, 20 onward. Number 2, stress. Stress management is extremely important. 20-year-olds are stressed about, what am I doing with my life? Am I going to school? Am I going to trade school? I can't get into college. I really want to do this thing. I really like that girl. Oh my God, that guy's not looking at me and I really like him. It's tough to be a 20-year-old in 2024. I think actually it's much more stressful than when I was in my 20s, although I had my own separate stress. But you got information overload, you got social media, you got increased stress and anxiety in your 20s. And that's very, very important to start with stress management at that age, particularly since there are some specific and very concerning problems in our 20-year-olds. Increased suicide risk, increased depression and anxiety because of the social expectations. What can you tell your 20-year-old? Number 1, yoga, you could start in your 20s. Meditation, same thing, as well as simple things like deep breathing. I do this with my 12-and-a-half-year-old son when he's kind of stressed out. And he actually laughs at me. I'm like, you're going to have to do this. You take a deep breath and then you hold it. The military showed that you hold it for like 4 or 5 seconds and then you let it out. And then whoever's watching this, I actually want you to do it. And I want you to message me if you don't think that that works, because it does. So stress management, deep breathing and concentrating and focusing on the here and now rather than behind or ahead. That's critical.